Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And how are you all doing? Mr. Jerry, good afternoon, sir. Okay, so we are gonna be starting soon. Just wanted to give just one more minute for those that are yet to join us to join in. And maybe while we're doing that, we might just take some quick review on by the way, hope most of you made money yesterday. All right. I hope you made money yesterday. I hope you did. All right. So I was trying to review most of the trades that we took, and yeah, they were all cool. And the only one that I know that took a little while before it got to take profit was the US 100. I danced around, got to this point, then went back, took profit, and then had a massive fall. I was like, thank God. You know that kind of thing. If not, I would have gotten some roasting this afternoon. Even though you know how the market is, but still some person just choose violence over every other thing. But thank God. Wow, thank God actually. And congratulations to those of you that actually took up the trades. And of course, I remembered telling you something about the USD JPY that I think in the morning I remembered I told you that is yesterday morning. Actually, it was going to sell, but then it didn't, and then it pushed up. So I told, okay, it's not because of the push up it did that it was actually going to continue with the buy, and good enough, it still went all the way up. And of course, USJPY is still going to push up, like I'm saying it. So, but let's just quickly do our review. I think it's time. It's time, yeah. Okay. So first of all, before we get started, let's um let's go through our Forex Factory and know what the Forex Factory have for us. Let's check what the Forex Factory have for us. Now, okay. All right. So today is Tuesday, January 16th. All right. January 16th. And of course, started up today with the Clement count change. The Clement count change. I always keep making mistake in the pronunciation. I always call my name on in that particular one, but it is fine. All right. So it's like the unemployment claim that okay, yeah, actually, thank God. Okay, so this particular this thing is just like the unemployment claim that normally come out in the US, and it came out positive, while the average index earning index actually Okay, so let's go ahead. Sorry, I needed to set up some things before we continue. All right, so these are some of the news that came out in the morning, but the one that has actually been causing a lot of volatilities in the market on different aspects of the market is this World Economic Forum annual meeting. Remember, I told you yesterday, Mr. Christopher, good afternoon. All right. Remember, I told you yesterday that this particular news is actually going to be it's going to be volatile. It's a medium impact news. The reason it's a medium impact news is because it spans through the week. Had it been just a one-day meeting, it would have been a high impact news. But because it's a everyday meeting for throughout the whole week, it's now a medium impact news. All right. So it's actually it's going to be very much volatile. And of course, CPI is coming out came out by 2:30 p.m. So if you check Canadian region, you would have discovered that Canada has actually been having a lot of strength. I hope you traded it. All right. So USD card, GBP card, Euro card, and card JPY, all those instruments, card is very, very strong as it is. Card is very strong. And of course, by also by 2:30, another news came out, which is the Empire State Manufacturing Index, which actually came out negative for dollar. That actually made the dollar to sell a little bit, but dollar is not going to remain down there. All right, dollar is not going to remain down there. So, and of course, by 4 p.m., the GBP is also going to be having a news, and their governor, the central bank governor, is going to be having that's Governor Bellis is going to be having a speech. All right, he's going to be having a speech. All right, so that is that for this particular timing. But let's take a look at let's go through our chart and see what we have on our chart. Okay. I like the positive vibe I'm getting on this afternoon. Okay, now just before we continue, there is something I said I was going to tell you yesterday that I forgot to tell you. Now, anytime you have any news coming out by 2:30, the preferred time frame to use for it should be 30 minutes or 15 minutes. I always tell you that anytime you're seeing fundamentals, apart from the big four, all right, apart from the big four, please, the rest of the fundamentals, it is better you take it from 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. All right. It is better you use those time frames. 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. It will give you a better, because most of the news are actually within the hour news. When I say something is within the hour, I'm talking about it is between what's it called? You see 2:30, 1:15, 1:30. All right. If your a news is coming out by 1:15 and you're using 30 minutes time frame, you will not really see the impact of the news. But when you use 15 minutes time frame, you will see it. Okay. When a news is coming out by 1:30 and you're using 1 hour time frame, you will not really feel the impact. But when you use 30 minutes time frame, you will feel it better. Either 30 minutes time frame or 15 minutes time frame. So that is why I always advise you. I hope you now get the concept. I always advise, always use 15 or 30 minutes time frame for your news. Unless the big four. If it is the big four, you can always use high impact 1 hour time frame. And when I say the big four, I'm talking about the NFP, the CPI, the FOMC, and gross domestic product. That is the GDP report. All right, of course, you know that these particular news reports are actually much more volatile than the rest of them. So that is what I mean by that. So let's quickly take a look at this. Now, over the period, I've actually been saying that dollar is going to lose strength. Now, that's because I don't really enjoy what dollar has been doing. You know, this instrument is a little bit very much brutal. And of course, it broke above this particular region. It broke above this particular region. If you remember the analysis we did yesterday, I showed you something like this. I showed you something like this. I showed you something like this, right? If you can remember, this, I showed you something like this. If you can remember this particular, oh, sorry, okay, great. If you can remember what I showed you about this, and I told you that this is actually this particular triangle, it's giving out what's it called, a flat top triangle. All right. I told you that there was going to be a little bit of a retracement that will bring the market a little bit lower before it continues. But I told you that once it's able to break above here, then it's going to be a massive buy going upwards. Do you understand? Okay. So once you see this particular once you see this particular or what's it called, formation, now even in general, try to identify. Now go through your chart patterns. Now this is one of the examples of chart patterns. And by the way, we have some classes that we're actually doing that includes the use of what's it called, chart patterns, because these would help you identify some of the major what is it called, news patterns, especially the chart pattern, not news actually, the chart patterns rather. All right. So once you're able to identify some of these ones, it would help you to know how to address when you cite a particular kind of formation, you'll be able to know exactly what it means, and it will give you a better edge to taking advantage of it. Now, this particular flag pattern, it's is a bullish flag pattern. It's a bullish flag pattern. Now, it is a kind of a pattern where the topmost part of it is flat. all right, is a kind of a pattern where the topmost part of it is more like a flat. It looks like what's it called, a resistance. But then when you follow it all the way down, this other side is going upwards. So this one going upward is giving you a higher high, but then this particular one is giving you what's it called, kind of a resistance. So once this one is able to break above the resistance, then it's going to be this. So because of this kind of formation that we're seeing here, we are, but if both of them are what's it called, are equal, if you're saying here is the resistance, here is support, and both of them are equal, then you should be expecting a kind of a sell. But then when you're seeing this kind of thing, this one is up, or this one is flat, but then this one is what's it called, is moving upward, giving you higher highs, then you're expecting a more of a buy. So with this, that is actually what, and there was a gap up that even with the continuation of this. So with this kind of thing, technically speaking, you are expecting to see more of a buy on US, what's it called, on dollars for today, or the remaining part of the week, most likely. So you're expecting more of a buy. So if you are what's it called, a dollar trader, you should expect more of a buy with this kind of structure and with this kind of setup. All right. So you're expecting more of a buy on USD IDX for the remaining part of the period. All right. So that brings us. So if you want to go in for any trade on dollar index, please let it be a buy trade. Let it be a buy trade. You can actually go in for at the current market price and take your profit at the next resistance. You can take your profit at the next resistance, which is somewhere around 103.249, 103.249. You can take it. You can take all these things. You can check them out online and see the what's it called, what the market is actually saying about them. You'll see some of these flag patterns I'm talking about, and you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. All right. I really wish I could show you a couple of them as a screenshot, but I'm not able to. I don't think I have any of them here. All right. Okay, so that is that for dollar index. Now, bringing it down to Euro USD, I will also be going in for a sell on Euro USD. Now, I already told you that because of this particular now, one thing I noticed that happened in the morning is that when the news on GBP came out, it actually affected Euro also. It actually affected Euro. And in as much as the news came out positive for Euro or for GBP, but then the strength was not really felt. So for Euro USD, I am also going in for a sell on Euro USD. I'll be going in for a further sell on Euro USD. All right. All right. Now, the gap up that you're looking at for now, for the fact that the gap up has not actually been covered between what is it called, early hours of today until now, and with this kind of formation what you're seeing here, I am not expecting the gap to be covered anytime soon. All right. It might not actually be covered anytime soon. So I am still considering a further buy. But it might even get to this point and then still fall. You never can tell. It most likely be covered. But then for now, I am looking at the further buy. Technically speaking, of course, we still have do we have any what's it called, fundamental news affecting it? Yes, fundamental came out. Do you understand? There's a fundamental that came out, but in as much as the fundamental came out negative for dollar, it has been giving it strength. Look at it. Look at it now. News came out that affected this particular instrument, but then it still bought. So just imagine that kind of thing. It means that there is an underlying strength in dollar. That is actually why it's pushing the way it is pushing. So for Euro USD, like I said, I'm going in for a further sell on Euro USD. That is actually a very long one because this is 1 hour time frame. If you check it out on 30 minutes time frame, you will still understand what I'm talking about. It's, of course, it's still look at it. Look at it. You could already see this price rejection. All right, you could see this price rejection also. So that is also going to be giving us what is it called, a very good strength for dollar this afternoon. So for Euro USD, I am also going in for a sell. All right. And someone is saying there is fundamental by 4 p.m. I believe you should know how to read fundamentals very well. If you do, you will discover that that fundamental does not affect dollar. Okay, so for Euro USD, I am still going in for a further sell, and my take profit is going to be at price 1.08515, 1.08515. Be more interested in understanding what I'm explaining that is going to bring about the movement. Be more interested in understanding what I'm explaining that will bring about the movement, not just about the direction I'm calling. It might not make sense now, but then as time goes on, you will understand why I'm saying all these things. All right. So understand it first. So if you feel the particular one I'm calling does not really appeal to you, you can either set stop loss on it or just let it go. Okay. So that is what I'm saying. So for Euro USD, I am still going in for a further sell in as much as it's currently resting on a support, but I will be going in for a further sell on it because I feel that there's most likely going to be a breakout. All right. All right. So there's most likely going to be a breakout, and that breakout is going to be at the current price, which is, and my take profit is going to be at price 1.08515. 1.08515. 1.08515. Okay. And that should be that for Euro USD. Please does RSI be put in consideration before? Okay. Be put in consideration because RSI is showing oversold and overbought region for Euro USD. Now, if you're using RSI, do you know that RSI only works, RSI only shows you overbought when you are on an uptrend, and it only shows you oversold when you're on a downtrend. It shows you overbought when you're on a downtrend. All right, and it shows you oversold when you are on an uptrend. I believe you didn't know this part. Okay, so let's continue. So for USD JPY, yes, in as much as we've actually been having some what's it called difficult moments for Japan, but there is, of course, this particular news that came out is actually affecting negatively on USD JPY for today. But I feel that this particular move is not going to stay for a long time. This news on USD JPY is not going to stay for a long time. So I am still expecting the market, that's the USD market, to still gain more strength above this particular instrument. So instead of me entering an instant execution, I'll prefer to go in for a pending order, which is actually a buy limit. I'll be going in for a buy limit. So my buy limit is going to be just be around this trunco support, but then I will be setting in both my take profit and my stop loss. Stop loss is not going to be very far on this particular one. So we're going to be bringing in the stop loss very, very close. But our take profit here might be actually a little bit far above this particular region. So for USD JPY for today, I'll be going in for a buy limit rather, going for a buy limit on price 146.393. 146.393. That is going to be my entry position for the buy limit on USD JPY. My buy limit is going to be at 146.393. And my take profit is going to be at 146.909. 146.909. That is the take profit. And then the stop loss is going to be at 146.231. 146.231. That's where my stop loss is going to be. Remember, I said the entry position is 146.393. Then the take profit is 146.909. 146.909. Then the stop loss is 146.231. So that is that for USD JPY. So you can set up a buy limit on it. And I told you that the reason for the buy limit is that I'm expecting the market to retrace a little bit lower, then pick up my buy, and then continue up until that point. But anything that makes it to break below this region, then it will be able to kick you out on the stop loss within this point. And I believe that the stop loss is not too much to do much harm to your account. This is just about the stop loss value is just about I think it's about 16 pips. All right, but then the take profit should give you about 52 pips. So the risk to reward ratio is quite okay. But if you want to push the stop loss lower, then you can also do that. And this is on 30 minutes time frame. So let's quickly rush over to USD CAD. All right, so for USD CAD, I'm actually expecting the instrument to still have a little bit of a bearish momentum. So I am going to be still selling USD CAD. All right. And my take profit for USD CAD is still, and then this is on 30 minutes time frame. For USD CAD, it's on 30 minutes time frame, and the take profit is going to be at price 1.34468. 1.34468. That is where my take profit is going to be. 1.34468. That is where my take profit is going to be on this particular instrument. And I'm going in for a sell. All right. I'm going in for a sell on USD CAD. I'm going in for a sell on USD CAD. Okay. Then quickly, let's also check GBP USD. Now, GBP USD now decided to gain strength against dollar after a very funny period. But the buy on GBP USD is not going to sustain for a very long time. Now, GBP is actually weak, no doubt. GBP is weak. And I know that a couple of news already came out in support of this particular instrument. It came out, what's it called? The news in the morning actually favored it, but still, it's not still enough. But I'm not going to be giving you instant execution. Reason is because there is a fundamental that is coming out by 4 p.m. There is a fundamental coming out by 4 p.m. on GBP. So I wouldn't want you to be in a position where you might be trapped in. But instead of giving you an instant execution, why not we just go for a pending order that at least will be able to give you the kind of desired result you prefer. So let's go in for a buy stop and a sell stop instead of saying buy limit and a sell limit. All right, so we're going to be going in for a buy stop and a sell stop within these my marked regions. That is where you should be going in considering your trade from. So when you use even if when you use your trend lines, I think you should be able to get exactly what you. Oh, okay, sorry. All right, sorry. Okay, I wasn't even calling the entry positions. Okay, said I was too fast on USD card. All right, so let me just take it again. I said USD card, my take profit is 1.34468. 1.34468. 1.34468. Sorry, I forgot that the engine was turned on. So, all right. So don't worry. Don't worry. I think I'm slow now, right? Okay, so let's go back to GBP USD. I said GBP USD, I'll prefer to give you a pending order, right? A buy stop and a sell stop. And I said the reason why I'm giving you this pending order is because there is a news coming out by 4 p.m. All right. And I don't want you to what's it called? Enter a trade and then get stocked in during the news. So instead of entering an instant execution, let's go for a buy stop and a sell stop. Okay, buy stop and a sell stop. I said the USD card is a sell. I am selling USD card. I am selling USD card. I am selling USD card. Okay, so the entry position for GBP USD, it's 1.26 buy stop. Buy stop. All right, buy stop. So buy stop on GBP USD Sorry everybody, sorry for that. Had some unforeseen circumstances that happened. Network actually went off from the building. So sorry about that. All right, sorry about that. Okay. All right, but then some of the trades had already started running, and it's been going on well. Okay, so oh boy, fine. Let's just the trade I already planned for you. It's already on. So for US30, just follow the sell already on US30, and it's still going to be going down. Also for US30, just follow the sell all the way, but don't stay long. Once it gets to that verified support, please stop. Once the US30 gets to that verified support, you can stop because it's still going to reverse with a buy. Then for gold, yeah, continue with the sell on gold. Gold is still going to sell more. But yeah, for US 2000, US 2000 is going to have a massive sell this afternoon. All right, US 1000 is going to have a massive sell. So if you're a US 2000 lover, yeah, today is actually one of those days that you should actually enter some really good trade. And if you have some good amount of money, use a good lot size and follow it up. Then for US 100, US 100 is the only indices that is going to buy this afternoon. All right, US 100 is the only indices that is going to buy this afternoon. Of course, if you check the build up of this particular instrument, you discover that it is heading back to what's it called 16976.81. It is heading back to that point. So for US 2000, you can sell. US 30, you can sell. But for US 100, it's going to be a buy this afternoon. Yeah, US 100, you can buy US 100. But US 2000, US 30, and gold, you can go ahead with a sell on these three instruments. But please, US 100, it's a buy. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. US 100 is a buy. Sorry, yeah, US 100 is a buy, while US 2000, US 30, and gold are all sell. Remember I said I told you that Euro USD is going to have a sell, all right, and I gave you the take profit for Euro USD sell to be at price 1.08515, 1.08518, 15 rather. Yeah, I also told you that USD JPY is going to be okay. USD JPY already triggered our buy stop. I told you there is a buy limit, and it has already triggered the buy limit, and I believe it should already be on profit. USD CAD, I said, is also going to have a further sell. So USD CAD, yeah, still be expecting you still be expecting more of a sell. All right. Okay, so USJPY is going to be more of a sell. So that's USD CAD. Then I gave the GBP USD buy stop and sell stop. I don't know, didn't everybody get the buy stop and sell stop? You really need to get it because there is a news coming out from this instrument. So the best alternative, the best way to trade it is the breakout, which is the buy stop and the sell stop. All right, so use the buy stop and the sell stop to trade this particular instrument. It will give you a better deal. Okay, let me just call the buy stop and the sell stop again. All right, starting from the buy stop is 1.26741. 1.26741. That is the buy stop. 1.26741. And the take profit is 1.26897. 1.26897. 1.26897. Then for the sell, I'm going in for the sell at price 1.26453. 1.26453. 1.26453. And then the take profit for the sell is 1.26308. 1.26308. 1.26308. I gave what was it called? Okay, so for gold, I said I didn't give a TP for gold. Yeah, so gold actually targets your take profit to be at price 2035.53. That's 2035.53. 2035.53. That should be your profit target for gold. All right, that should be your profit target for gold. So, oh wow. See US 30. I hope you made profit from US 30. US 100, I hope you're wow. Who is on this US 30? This is it. This is massive. All right, this is massive for US 30. All right, it's still going down, and gold is also coming all the way down. But remember, I told you that the only one you should buy is what? I don't know. Did anybody get what I said? I said the only indices you should buy is US 100. The rest are all sell. The rest are all sell. And I hope you did that. I hope you did just that. All right, so I will not be able to give you entries for the other instruments, but I believe that the one that you already have, for example, this USD-JPY, you should already be on a very good profit on USD-JPY. You should already be on a very good profit on USD-JPY. Look at, immediately got to the entry position. It didn't even go below it. Immediately got to the entry. It started pushing back up. So you should already be on profit on that. Then for Euro USD, it's still going all the way down. Remember what we said? All right. Made about 20K on US 30 on US 30. Congratulations. All right, congratulations. All right, US 100 is still going up and US 2000 is still going to go down. US 2000 has completely broken below the verified support. So this particular support is going to be turning to a truncated support very soon. So it has already broken below it. Congratulations to everybody that actually took some of the trades. And once again, sorry for the break in transmission. I believe that you should have actually made more profits if you had started up this particular session earlier, if not because of the network. But it is all fine. It is all fine. I believe the profit you made should also be able to cover up any other challenge you probably might have had. All right. So with that, I would say thank you for joining me once again. I'll be seeing you tomorrow by the same 3 p.m. I will see you tomorrow by 3 p.m. Do well to join me on time and try to join early because we have a couple of fundamentals that will be coming out that tomorrow. So let's see if we'll be able to take advantage of some of them before the news. Okay. And to that effect, I will say thank you once again and have a lovely day. Have a lovely day.